I'm Fatima Zaidi. I'm the founder and CEO of Quill and CoHost.
So what inspired you to create the company?
Quill is a full-service production agency. We work with Fortune 500 brands to help create their podcasts, and I was inspired to create the company because there are a lot of marketing agencies out there that do generalized services, but at the time, there weren't a lot of agencies that were productizing podcasting services.
So with podcasts, I feel like it gets a lot more people's voices out there. How important is it to get more authentic voices out there?
Podcasting is just such an amazing tactic because you can reach a global audience, create a really intimate connection, and provide on-demand content to your audience and ideal listener profile. You can choose how you want to build your brand and position yourself as a subject matter expert in a particular vertical and area of your choice.
What is it like bringing the podcast business forward?
Podcasting is just such an incredible opportunity because 94% of people who start a podcast episode end up listening to the entire thing, whereas a 30-minute video only has a 12% completion rate. We get asked all the time why the disparity in stats. You can be commuting to work and listening to a podcast, but you can't be watching a Netflix show. You can be walking your dog and listening to a podcast, but you can't be reading an article. It's one of the few mediums where you can be actively engaged in another activity, which increases engagement rather than hurts it.
When I was doing research before the interview, I saw that you do some great work with Tech for Sick Kids. Could you tell me a little bit about that?
Tech for Sick Kids is a group of individuals who are extremely passionate about tech and how it can change lives in a very tangible way. We're on a mission to raise $25 million this year for Sick Kids Hospital and Sick Kids Foundation for some of the world's biggest data and tech projects. That also includes building a brand new emergency wing of the hospital and utilizing the tech community to help bring our fundraising forward.
What is it like just being a leader in business?
Podcasting is one of my favorite industries, and I love being a part of this community. I find that everybody is incredibly generous with their time, their resources. We work really well together, and even the competitors realize that we can work together to fill competitive gaps.
What are some of the things that motivate you?
I'm extremely motivated by moving this industry forward. Things like data analytics, innovation in the tech space, being able to understand who your listeners are, how they're responding to your content is really gets me up in the morning. I think one of the biggest priorities for us this year as a product co-host, we're trying to move away from podcasting being recognized as a brand awareness tactic and trying to show tangible ways that podcasting can impact your bottom line, whether that be sponsorships, advertising, or simply reaching your customers through your ideal listener profile.
Where do you want to see your organization, say, in the next 3 to 5 years?
Hopefully continuing to podcast with some incredible brands, putting out really valuable content, becoming a thought leader and subject matter expert in this space, and helping to move the industry forward with better analytics and metrics.
What are some of the podcasts you like to listen to for your mental health?
Oh, that's such a tough one. Some of my favorite podcasts, some of the big ones would include Radio Labs, How I Built This. Reply All used to be one of my favorite shows. Recently, I've been listening to a lot of, I would say, industry podcasts. So one of my favorites that I'm currently tuning into is McAfee's podcast, which is Hackable. I also love the Trader Joe's podcast, which was produced by Sound That Brands. Really, there isn't a formula of the type of shows that I like to listen to. It really just comes down to what I'm in the mood for, and I listen to about 10 podcasts a week.
Oh, wow. How can people reach out?
You can find us on our website at quillpodcasting.com or our product website, which is cohostpodcasting.com, available on all of the social media platforms. My name is Fatima Zaidi, and I look forward to connecting with you all.